very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Just joining us, we are already underway. Big chance! Di Maria plays it out to the flank. Sigurdsson. And it's Parejo. Parejo tries to get it forward quickly. Can he put it away? Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Ronaldo. He's left his man. Granit Xhaka. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game. Gulam. Koke. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Di Maria. Looking to break out here. Nicely measured pass. Cavani. Now it's Vardy. Cavani. Done very well to intervene. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Now it's Callejon. Parejo gets on the end of it. Cavani goes for goal! It's in! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Well, the penalty box usually is the place where you get least time on the ball, and yet they were able to exchange passes before an unchecked finish, and to be honest with you, that should open up an inquest.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Sigurdsson. Now it's Cavani. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Sigurdsson with a delicate ball. And it's Cavani. Now it's Callejon. Sigurdsson. Cavani, he's had a go! Sticks it away! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight!
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So that's 2 now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Parejo tries to stroke it through. Parejo needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Hoists it high. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Koscielny.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable.
Deftly done. Cavani. It's a loose ball. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's bounced back off the post. Sidibe. Immobile. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Right through the middle, and he's onside. He's had a shot! Back of the net! Right back in the game!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Now it's Immobile. Big chance! Really well taken goal. They have come roaring. And there's the end of the first half. But it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. The midway point of the game.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a two-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. So we're just settling back into this second half. No changes at the interval from either side. Lovely bit of skill there. Now it's Cavani. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Sigurdsson. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. And now the breakaway. Cavani clips one through. Kaya Hart, shot at goal! Koke goes looking, and now they can launch a counter. Immobile was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cavani, and the finish! Oh, taken with style! And they've got their lead back. Just so calm under pressure.
Cavani demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
So we have a breakthrough. Vardy. Di Maria. A real chance to break. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
It's Di Maria. He's found his man. Could try cutting inside here. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. Has a hit! It's anyone's ball. Looking for support.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs. He'll have a dip! Cavani with a shot! It's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Cavani did well there. He was onto it in a trice.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
4 in the game. He is the man. So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
It's a brilliant interception. It's over the line, and it is a corner. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Ramsey, down by a lack of accuracy. Carrasco. Shots, can he put it away? It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Shot at goal! Goal! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Well weighted. And he's cut it out. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Brandt. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh, good interception. Lobs it in gently. And there goes the final whistle. Well, the players certainly gave it everything, but just didn't get the break. Terrific support, terrific effort, but the wrong outcome. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Cavani with a shot! For a throw. Fazio. Out towards the flank. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Now a chance to break. Done very well to intervene. Fazio battles to win it back.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Now it's Cavani. Now it's Sigurdsson. Carrasco looks to going for goal!
Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big moment for the keeper and his team.
Immobile. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. That wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Sigurdsson floats one over, and he's there to cut it out. Nainggolan. It's Carrasco. It is deadlocked. Nainggolan takes the long option, towering header! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Out wide to the right. Right through the middle. That intervention was very necessary. Defence can get it clear. Xhaka. Now it's Cavani. And it's Immobile. Immobile has a pop! That really should have hit the net.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Vardy. Sigurdsson. Well played, he saw that coming. Nainggolan plays it forward. And it's Kaya Hon. Parejo. Sigurdsson. Now it's Cavani. Cavani pushes it out wide. Parejo. Gorgeous control there. Now it's Cavani. Sigurdsson. Now it's Vardy. Beautifully executed. Now it's Cavani. In with a header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Great leap! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Koscielny. The referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. We are already promptly back underway.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Cavani, Sigurdsson, floats one over. Sidibe tries to get it forward quickly. Granit Xhaka. Now it's Cavani. Vardy. Now it's Cavani. Cavani. Big chance! What a wonderful goal!
And some players are just capable of grabbing a game by the scruff of the neck, and his immense talent may just have done exactly that and injected the belief that they can retain their lead this time round.
Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Hits one! He can pounce on that. Goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Pajon was quick to move in. Keeper's handling wasn't great.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Now it's Cavani! It's anyone's ball. A chance to play it in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Parejo, striding forward, is it in? He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Carrasco, brought forward. What does he try from here? Chance to shoot, looking to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Changes here from both sides, in fact. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. And it's Vardy. Vardy tries the cross, repelled by the keeper. Vardy. Now it's Cavani. Forward it goes. Koke.
we can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they? The shot's on! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
He's got away, crosses in and shoots! They've done it! And it has to be said, an absolute gift. We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
It's a loose ball. He's dealt with that well. More than happy to take the muscular approach.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Hoists it high, dinked in. Timely intervention.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Cavani shapes the shoots. Oh, the ball's come loose.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Immobile. Koke trying to get there.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Aimed long and direct. Now it's Vardy. Cavani. It's the through ball. Got a sight of goal here.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Immobile.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
And the ball's come out. And there goes the final whistle. A fine advertisement for attacking football, a really entertaining game. So many talking points. In a way, a shame anybody had to lose. But what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are... Can he finish? They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
So, a breakthrough already. Immobile looks to thread it through.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
England gets it back. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Partey plays it forward. Roma are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing.
Immobile has got himself a free kick.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out. This will probably be a dink far post.
And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Things starting to look very comfortable.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Going through. He's had a go! They are rampant! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Sergio Busquets. Chip through. Neymar tries to get it forward quickly. Breaks on here. Neymar. It's got through to him. Now it's Falcao. Falcao, he's onside.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Well, the defence have two choices. Deal with the man or deal with the space.
Hits one! In for the pieces! And he should have made it for Immobile.
Simply had to find something instinctive because of the unexpected way the ball came loose.
And it's been taken straight back. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Sterling gets into some space. Neymar opts to play it back. Di Maria. Could move up a gear here. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Piqué. And that's been won straight back. And it's Neymar. He's got through. Now it's... And Sterling! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Sterling completely showed too much of that to the keeper, and he'll be kicking himself for it.
Partey Kante. Immobile. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And the finish! Lacking in accuracy. Modric. And it's Carvajal. It's a loose ball. Nainggolan. Oh, good interception. Played out to the right. Into the channel. Sterling pumps it into the area. It's a brilliant interception. There is the half-time whistle. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game. Immobile! It's broken loose. Forward it goes. Modric. Neymar tries lifting it over. Aguero, he's got away. Here it is, big chance! He's kept it out, just.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
And he just whacks it away. Godin. And it's Neymar. Neymar decides to play it back. Turns and goes back. And he's cut it out. Nainggolan. And the counter is on. Immobile looking to run onto it. He's got options out wide.
Roma have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Deftly done. He's gone for it! Goal! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Well, no question now as to who is in control. Plays it back. Di Maria. Keeps everyone guessing. It's Di Maria! Sterling. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. That's played to a promising move. Aguero shoots! They've done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Roma grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Well, they could break here. Neymar plays a clever pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Immobile. Di Maria. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Sidibe does well to read it and intercepts. Tries to stroke it through. Neymar. Now the counter. Decent looking ball. And he's surging through. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Roma with the chance now to pull one back. Neymar with a real chance here. Neymar! Immobile, already of course on the score sheet. Good ball. Aguero dashing forward at pace. Well played, he saw that coming. Muller needed to come up with a better ball.
Muller encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Muller takes the long option. Roma. Neymar! Savic, aimed long and direct. And here's the chance to counter. And the through ball is intercepted. Sergio Busquets. Sterling, he's got away. Sterling plays it in. Defender's on the back foot. So that's it. It is all over. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside, coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it at...
Big chance! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
What about that, Jim Beglin?
Aguero is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Either side really getting hold of the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Falcao spreads it towards the left. It's Di Maria. Torreira Carrasco. Deftly done. It's a brilliant interception. Could move up a gear here. Modric. Roma are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
It's not England! And somehow it stayed out. And it's Sterling. Roma have it back and they can go again. Shoots! Really well taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Keylor Navas did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Heads it! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Isco. Sterling. 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 And he's been judged offside.
Yeah, it looks like he did make his move just a smidgen too early.
Modric. And it's Falcao. Isco. Aguero plays a clever pass. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Carrasco. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Carrasco has been caught offside.
He may have been caught offside, but Ferreira Carrasco may have been born offside, but he'll continue playing on the shoulder of the last defender, I can tell you.
Nzonzi. Di Maria. Now it's Carrasco. Big and the finish! Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Falcao. Whistle's gone, just offside.
Sterling really looks irritated that the ball didn't arrive sooner.
Surely! Aimed long and direct. Sterling. quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Here it comes. Timely intervention. Out wide to the right. Falcao pushes it out wide. Isco. Aguero! This could fall anywhere. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Crosses in a low one. That intervention was very necessary. Modric. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the game has already resumed here.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Di Maria plays it out to the flank. Forward it goes. Piqué. Zonzi does well there, alert. Nainggolan. It's a loose ball. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Modric tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it high. Isco tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He's looked long this time.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Shakes the shoot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here.
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Roma take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Sidibe plays it forward. And a shot! Oh, taken with style!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Modric. Can he finish?
Roma made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break?
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
And it's Isco. And the counter is on. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind...
Has a hit! He has done it! Back within one! They have them in their sights again!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
We have got ourselves a game here. He's gone for it! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So we have a double substitution going on here. Falcao. Played back in. Now it's Neymar. It's Isco!
He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Delivery from Daniel Carvajal. Immobile. He's got away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Carrasco. Has it out wide now. Well read, he sorted that out.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
He's made certain that won't get through. And it's Carvajal.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Modric plays it long.
Roma probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Now it's Immobile. Modric. Sergio Busquets. Modric. Daniel Carvajal.
Roma certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Going for goal! It's a goal! Tying minutes, and we're all square again.
You've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look...
And that's it. What a game, wonderful stuff, and the right result. Neither side really deserved to lose. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so overall I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.